Here we have a SAT math question. Here we have a table of values and we have three values for x and corresponding values of the function g of x. Okay, now let's go with the information here. The table shows three values of x and their corresponding values of g of x, where g of x equals to f of x or x plus 3 and f is a linear function. What is the y-intercept of the graph of y equals f of x in the xy plane? Okay, so here the target of the question is to find the y-intercept of the graph of f of x, and the question clearly says f is a linear function. Since this function f of x is a linear function, we can write f of x in slope-intercept form, that is y equals to mx positive b. Okay, here already we know that m represents the slope and b represents the y coordinate at the y-intercept. So usually when I find y-intercept of any function, not only f of x, for any function, if I find y-intercept, the x coordinate usually will be 0, and here the y coordinate is the value what we have for b over here. So 0 comma b represents the y-intercept of the function f of x. So now in this linear function f of x, mine is to get the value of b. And also, since f of x is a linear function, we have done that f of x in slope-intercept form, that is y equals to mx plus b. Okay, now what we can do is, in the given function g of x, we can replace this f of x by the stuff which is equal to f of x, that is mx plus b. Okay, let me do it. So the given function g of x equals to mx plus b over x positive 3. Okay, now I got the function g of x in terms of this expression, that is mx plus b. Okay, since it's a digital SAT, what I can do is I can go to Desmos graphing calculator and solve this problem further. So in Desmos graphing calculator, what I need to do is I have to give this table of values as input, and I have to get the function g of x in this format. So when I get the function g of x in this format for this input, so I'll be able to get the value of b. So once I get the value of b, I can plug in the value of b over here. Then I'll be getting the y-intercept of the linear function f of x. Okay, now let's go to Desmos graphing calculator. Here we have Desmos graphing calculator, and this is a table of values I have to give as input, and I have to get the function g of x in this format. So once I get it, I can get the value of b. So then I can write, I can find the y-intercept 0 comma b for the linear function f of x. So our aim is to find the y-intercept 0 comma b for the linear function f of x. Okay, now let me give this table of values as input over here. So for that, what I need to do is, so I have to consider the plus sign on the left side top corner over here. When I click on it, so we'll have some options over here. There is a drop down box. In that one, I just have to click on table. So in that table, instead of x and y, we'll have x1, y1 over there. So for the first value of x, I have negative 27. And the corresponding value of y1 is 3. And the second value of x1 is negative 9. And the corresponding value of y1 is 0, and the third value of x1 is 21 from the table, and the corresponding value of y1 is 5. Okay, so once I'm done with this input of the table of values, just click on over here. The second row will automatically be created, and also in the second row, so when I give this function as input, because mine is to get the function in this format, so we should not type this g of x as it is. Instead of this g of x, I have to type y1, and instead of this x, I have to type x1, because usually the Desmos graphing calculator will consider x1 and y1. So wherever we find g of x or f of x, means like instead of that we have to type y1, and for x we have to type x1, so that it will understand the function what we are going to give over here. And also one more thing is, we should not give this equal sign when I give this function as input. Instead of this equal sign, I have to give the tilde symbol over here. That's approximation usually we say, but it's called tilde symbol. Okay, now let's take, instead of g of x, we can type y1. So if you type y and simply type 1, it will subscript. And how do you have to get the tilde symbol? For that, you just go to the left side bottom corner. There is a keyboard. When I move the cursor over there, there is it shows show keyboard. You just click on it. So when I open it, so there is a ABC, that capital ABC. Just click on it. On the bottom row, there is a tilde sign over there. I'm just moving my cursor over there. You just simply click on it. It will be created over here. Now, to get mx positive b in numerator, you just take open parenthesis, and to type mx positive b, I have to type m, and instead of x, I have to type x1. Then we have to type positive b. To take the division sign, just simply type slash, and so we have x positive 3 denominator in the function g of x. But instead of x positive 3, we have to type x, and just simply type 1. It will subscript, then positive 3. Okay, now I'm done with that. So when I do so, I'm getting m is equal to 4 over here, and b is equal to 36. So in the function g of x, I got the value of m and I got the value of b. So the value which I got for b is 36. Then this the y-intercept of the linear function f of x is 0, 36. Okay, now I got the y-intercept of the linear function f of x. Okay, now let me go to the original question. Here we have the original question, and also we got the y-intercept of the linear function f, that is 0, 36 from the graphing calculator, and we find 0, 36 in option A. So the correct answer choice for this question is option A.